So I'm Berkley Egenes. I'm a Chief Marketing Officer at Xsolla. We're based in Los Angeles. We are a global video game commerce company. Our vision is to help you accelerate commerce around the world in the geographies in which you operate in which your players are, to help you fund, market, sell, and monetize your games in 700 through 700 different payment methods around the world, 200 different geographies, and 20 different languages in 130 different currencies. There's a lot that goes into creating a game, and there's a lot that goes into launching and building a business and making more than a game that you're able to do. We believe in the concept of love, of creating longevity, opportunity, vision, so that you can help everyone around the world to enjoy the game. And that is one of the reasons why we are thrilled to be here with Mastercard, creating priceless experiences around the world. And I'll hand it over to Ceren.
Thank you, and welcome. I hear that you partied hard, so thanks for making it here. So this is Ceren Turkben. So I am the head of consumer marketing, sponsorships and prices for Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa. And we're really thrilled to be here. Let me also talk a bit about our brand and our company purpose and why we are here as well. So obviously, Mastercard is well known and trusted all over the world. And as Mastercard, we are a payments technology company. Our purpose is to enable, to power, to connect digital economies for inclusive growth and for better opportunities for everyone. So this is so similar to you, actually. Mm-hmm. We really believe in unlocking potential for everyone. And through our secure networks, our innovative products, our solutions, and our valued partnerships, such as this one, we help achieve everyone to get to their best. So for us, this is priceless, and for that one, we work really hard. Actually, gaming as an industry is a great example for that. With more than 3 billion users in its ecosystem, with revenues, I think, projected to reach to $600 billion in the next 5 years, gaming has a big opportunity and also has a mission for everyone's inclusiveness and for a better world. So actually that brings us to why we are here. We believe gaming, is always a pioneer, right? To deliver greatest content, to embrace new technologies. And this is, again, to help gamers in every possible way. So why shouldn't payments in gaming ecosystem support that? And this is why we are here. Okay, so this brings me nicely into my first slide. So if you ask gamers globally, right, what they face as a challenge when they're making transactions in gaming. And when you look at the gaming, there are a lot of transactions, microtransactions, subscriptions, gifting, any sorts. And one way or another, all gamers are facing some sort of a transaction. So if you look, 42% actually says there's too much hassle, there's too much friction when they're trying to make payments. And again, more than 1/3 of the gamers globally says gifting is really difficult for them, it's really less than convenient. And when you're at the height of gaming, with all the excitement, you shouldn't leave the game just to complete all those layers of verification. But of course, if you only have a secure, smart way to pay. And this brings me actually to my next slide. Thank you for doing this for me. You're a gentleman. So obviously, all those challenges come back as opportunities, right? And we say payment in gaming is real, it's for everyone, and especially after what we have been going through over the last couple of years, it is everyone's thing. So when you remove all those challenges, but then look at the opportunities, if payments were seamless, they say, if if and only if I could use my points to pay without any hassle, I mean, I would have paid more, right? So 70% say so. And again, when you look, this is also again about a choice. Because you don't want to use your points and wait for gift orders, or sometimes you cannot use it as air miles, so you just want freedom of choice. And gaming is such a great opportunity. So if you look at, again, 30% says, I would really spend more if I could use my points for in-gaming purchases. And, you know, I would love to gift my kid, my friend, with my loyalty points just through in-game gifting. So this is what we are going to talk about. I just want to, give it back to you. But when there are challenges, obviously we also see opportunities. And this is for us to making it convenient, safe, secure, with freedom of choice for everyone.
So how does this concept work? So you were all used to, like we talked about, points for using it for an airline, using it for a hotel. You think about what used to be 25,000 points is now probably 40,000 points, in some cases 80,000 points, depending on the airline model and the process. So you touched on safety, security, and simplicity, and that's what we believe in. And this is the process of how this works, and showing this demo here. If you're a user, you can go into your merchant store. You make your selection for your digital goods, the digital items, the skins, the currencies that you want to add. You finalize that checkout cart, just like a normal e-commerce transaction, and then you select pay with points. And you have the opportunity, you could pay for your transaction on a myriad of different payment methods. But as Mastercard is setting it up in your consumer profile, you can select that pay for points option on here as well, as it's demonstrated right here on the screen. With one touch, payment and purchase is completed, and you pay in real time. So you can immediately go into your game, see the points that you used to make that transaction, and the items are already in your player account, and you can enjoy the game. Simplicity, safety, security, all in a seamless one-touch transaction that goes into it, and gives you options. If you wanted to pay with the credit card, you could. You could pay with the Mastercard. You could actually earn points on that transaction, and that you could use for a later transaction if you came back to your game, into the experience. So showing it just visually kind of bigger on the screen is like adding key things, adding it to the part, adding your items to your player cart, selecting your payment method, and then able to pay with the points. One of the things that you see in the user interface is here, you see the options is like if you're gonna pay with a credit card, but we'll pull through your points values that you have from your account. So in your acquiring bank that you have that has the Mastercard, depending on what bank you have, and using a Mastercard, that you'll be able to see the points that come through based on the value that comes into it. The dream, 1-to-1. Is getting into 1 point equals $1. And do the currency conversion for all of us coming from different places in the region here, to have that capability to think about it in your head, to go, that subscription pack or that bundle pack is 100 points. It would have been $100 in this case, but 100 points, and when you have an account of 30,000 points, you don't even think about it. Psychologically, as a consumer, you don't think about that transaction, and you make it look at it easier, and then you're gonna see higher purchases, you're gonna have a higher ARPU, you're gonna have more transactions that are gonna come through your game, and that's why this made sense. Why we were looking for a more rewarding way to help players pay and play for their game and an experience. As a developer, as you're sitting in your seats here today, I mean, think about it. This is another kind of chest of money that's available. We like to, quote, call it free money, but it's available there. It's something that you have earned, that the player and consumer has earned through their transactions on groceries, movie tickets, apparel, airlines, to get here, train tickets you might have taken as well, or even your hotels. You're earning those points, and then why not be rewarded for what you love to do, what you have the passion for, play for your games, experience an immersive opportunity, and enjoy it. And to make it simplistic and pay with points. So it's pretty simple. Like, why does this matter? Why does this matter for you? One, you're going to be able to expand your reach. We're all looking at global scalability, but reaching a new group of users that might not have made that transaction before and was like, that $100 was a little expensive for me this month, but I could use points. Oh, okay, wow. And then also, if you're a parent, we both are, your child has a great report card, or did their chores for the week or whatever, you could reward them with 100 points to go use on their transaction, and to keep it simple. Second thing is you're going to boost your conversion rates. You're going to drive stronger conversion rates with additional payment methods. This is essentially a different payment method. So you have two with Mastercard. One, you can pay with your credit card or pay with points, and to have that opportunity. So anytime that we've seen from an Xsolla side of thing, you offer an additional opportunity that is local, personalized to that individual, you're going to see the conversion rates go significantly higher. And then drive brand loyalty. Ultimately, that's what you want. You want repeat visits, you want repeat purchases to your game, higher monthly active users, highly daily active users through the process, and to be able to do this from a financial perspective and make it easier to go into it. And then you're able to offer these opportunities, and somebody's going to go, how did you get that skin? How did you get that additional bundle pack? And it was like, oh, I paid with points, and you create almost this FOMO opportunity to go, oh, I was paying with the other guy. Then I need to open up an account, need to start doing transactions, which is a win-win for everybody in this scenario. But ultimately, you get people to come back into your game, make more purchases, but they're enjoying their experience and enjoying the game around the world. So that's what we're working on. That's what we wanted to share with you. So we had a few slides here that we wanted to talk about, but we'd love to hear your feedback, love to get questions from you, and Julia's ready to go.
Thank you very much. That was very interesting. Actually, my first question would be, could you please clarify, is there like a special store where I can use my points to purchase like different in-game items? Or is it integrated inside the game? How does it work?
Inside the game.
All right.
So within our product, what we were demonstrating back here, this is our pay station interface from the Xsolla side of things, and we integrate that seamlessly through a payment method. This could be completely customized to be blue, black, green, whatever.
So basically, if games use the Xsolla for payments, that's going to be available.
Correct.
Okay, so we use Xsolla for selling tickets for the conference. Can we use that as well?
We would love to have this conversation.
Okay.
We've talked about this. So I'm definitely going to take that back to my team. And I'm glad we're recording this because I want to hear that firsthand to go do that. And it's all based on, it's a good question because it comes into you as a developer and your licensing agreement that we set up and process, and then when we enable a payment method to come through.
All right. Do we have any questions? Okay.
Yes, of course. Hi, guys. Thank you very much for the presentation. My question is there any limitations in terms of geography for the availability of this program?
So it's going to initially roll out in the US, and it's going to quickly come this direction. Come to Europe, EEMEA, CIS, and come around to Asia. It's going to kind of go that way around the world from a rollout perspective. But we're really looking at the markets that Mastercard is in, primarily first and foremost, but where it makes sense that we're having this desire. So when we like to say this is coming to a theater near you here in the next quarter, that you're able to sign up from this program. If you're interested in this, love to get your business card. Come meet us at the booth. We're going to be standing around for a while here this morning. But come talk to us and see how you want to get engaged in this program. We're also looking for pilot partners to come into it. We would love to have people in the States, people in Turkey, people in Israel, different locations around the world to be able to show this and demonstrate it and what the possibilities are, because we really think this possibility is limitless.
Gaming is, if I may add something, gaming is of course flourishing in all our markets. But if I go back to my, jurisdiction, EEMEA is one of the fastest. I mean, top fastest growing market. So obviously, the aim is to make it available as soon as possible. So this is what we are prioritizing.
Thank you very much. One more question for me.
Sure.
What do you think? What kind of games would benefit most of that in terms of loyalty, like increasing the loyalty?
So that's a very good question. We're going to say all genres, honestly, because it's anyone who's going to go pay online from that experience. You heard from Artem yesterday about mobile games paying on a web shop from an online experience. Web-based games, PC-based games will be able to come into here from the genres and the platforms that we support from that perspective. So online, web, PC, mobile, even cloud-based games that we'll have integrated into this program will be able to benefit.
All right, sounds reasonable. If we don't have more questions,
There's one more.
We do?
Yeah.
Okay, one last.
Good morning. I wasn't aware of this concept, and I'm very happy I had a chance to join this session. My question is that, is there any way this is measurable? Meaning gaming apps would have the percentage of this, the purchase coming from this loyalty app, so they would have a reason to introduce these programs within their apps.
From an app perspective or just in general?
So let's say I'm a gaming company,
Yeah.
and I want to understand, I have X amount of users, and I'm just wondering how many users are using this loyalty program.
Got it.
And then I would have a reason to introduce to my users, and I would encourage them to use loyalty points instead.
For sure. So we're developing success stories on this program that we can be able to generate and share with you. So what you can expect from that percentage, you could say is it 10, 20, 30%, hopefully more, obviously going into it. But those are numbers that we could share with you because of the experience that we have, because we're able, from the analytics as an Xsolla partner, you receive a whole dashboard on what your players are doing and what purchases are being made from a volume perspective and what payment methods they're able to use. So we can showcase that for you and share that information later.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Is that feature already available for the games that use Xsolla?
It's coming in Q3.
Okay.
Coming in the late Q3. So we've been talking about this since GDC and really to share and evangelize the vision and the story of what we're trying to accomplish and what we're going to demonstrate. So we are looking for partners to come on board. So like we said, if you're interested, we'd love to get your business card on that and let's have a conversation and get you into the early adopter of this program. This has never been done. This is brand new to the industry. Doing microtransactions from a loyalty perspective and pay with points. This is a first mover for gaming. And if you want to be a first mover for your audience, for your game, let's have that conversation.